Hey guys, how's it going? Want to welcome everyone back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at another way to solve systems of equations. This one is called elimination. And so what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to do elimination with a system of two equations, and then we'll up it over the next day or two to a system of three equations. But first of all, let's make sure we understand kind of the main idea. Notice that in this top equation, if I take that negative 3y right here, and if I multiply that by 2, I'll get negative 6y. Then notice down here in the bottom equation, I have a plus 6y. If I take that negative 6y from above and add it to the positive 6y, they'll cancel out or they'll add to 0, eliminating them from the equation. So we'll only have one unknown, and that'll be our x. That's kind of the overall strategy when it comes to elimination. We're trying to eliminate one of our variables so that we can solve for the other one. So let's go ahead and see how this would work in practice. Let's take that first equation and let's multiply both sides by 2. So we will get this new equation, 4x minus 6y equals 4, or equals 8, I'm sorry. Multiply everything by 2. Now if we take that equation and we add to it the negative 7x plus 6y equals 10. I'm going to move this over here now. So we didn't change the bottom equation. We left that one the same. But we multiplied both sides by 2 for our top equation. Now let's take those two new equations and let's add them together. So we're going to kind of just add downward. So 4x plus negative 7x would give us a negative 3x. Negative 6y plus 6y cancel. And then the 8 plus 10 give us 18. To solve for x now, we need to divide both sides by negative 3. 18 divided by negative 3 gives us negative 6. And so we've solved for x. Now we can take that solution for x and we can substitute it into one of the original equations to solve for y. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and substitute it into this second equation. So we're going to take it and substitute it in right here in for x. Okay? So let's rewrite this equation up here. So we'll have negative 7 times x, which is negative 6. It doesn't matter, I want to make that note, it doesn't matter which equation you choose. You could have chosen the top equation if you would have preferred. Negative 7 times negative 6 plus 6y equals 10. Now, we'll simplify the equation and solve. Negative 6 times negative 7 times negative 6 gives us a positive 42 plus 6y equals 10. We can subtract the 42 over to the right side, and we'll get 6y equals negative 32. Negative 32. Now we can divide by 6. Y equals negative 32 over 6. Now we can simplify this just a little bit. We know that we can divide both, or we can simplify it by dividing both sides of the fraction by 2. So we can get negative 16 over 3. Negative 16 over 3. And I don't think it's going to simplify anymore. So our final form can be negative 16 over 3. And let me move this over so that you can kind of see what I did there. Okay, so we divide by 6 to get negative 32 over 6, and then we can simplify it to negative 16 over 3. So y equals negative 16 over 3, and x equals negative 6. That's the whole idea of elimination. Now let me give you one problem to try. So take this problem, pause the video, and see if you can solve this problem, and then we'll look at it together. Okay? Hopefully you completed the problem. Now let's see if you got it right. So here, notice for this bottom equation, if we multiplied the bottom equation by -2, then we would get a -4 for our x right here. That's kind of what I'm thinking would be maybe our most efficient strategy. So let's do that. We're going to multiply this bottom equation by -2. So we'll get -4x plus 20y equals 6. Multiply everything by -2. The top equation just remains the same, so we'll just have 4x minus 3y equals 16. Now we can add the two equations together and notice that our 4x's cancel, so they are eliminated. So those are gone. Our -3y plus our 20y will come out to be 17y. And 16 plus 6 will equal 22. 22. Okay? To get rid of the 17, we can divide by 17, and we'll have 22 over 17. 22 over 17. So there is our answer for y. Now we can take that, and I don't think it simplifies any, so we can just leave it like that. We can take that and substitute it back into one of the original equations. So let's go over here, and it doesn't matter which one we pick. We can substitute it into the top or the bottom. Let's go ahead and substitute it into, let's try the top equation this time. So we'll have, give myself a little more room to work here. We'll have 4x minus 3 times 22 over 17 equals 16. Okay, now this is going to get a little bit sloppy, but that's okay. We can use our calculator. -3 times 22 over 17 will give us -66 over 17. We can add that to the right side, and we will get 4x equals 206 over 17. Okay, and then we can divide by 4. And so our final answer here will be 103 over 34. I think in simplest form, that's what we get. So a little bit of fractions there, but feel free to use your calculator to make that a little bit easier. So our two answers you can see here are going to be 22 over 17 for our y and 103 over 34 for our x. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.